Okay, welcome to a tutorial called Build a Building, and by the end of this tutorial you should be able to show me a building that's very similar to this one. Of course, after you finish this building, you should be able to build your own creative building, and I'd like to see that too, and you challenge yourself. So you should see something with a building with a couple of different parts. We're going to use the box, cylinder, and sphere, just those three to create this building under the Create menu. Then under Modify, we're going to use fillet and chamfer, which are these curved areas right here. You can see them edges curved. And then we're also going to use the Modify Appearance so that we can color each of the faces or our bodies in this building. So first thing we're going to do is New Design. I'm going to check my document settings are on centimeters. And then we're going to turn the origin eye on so we can see it. We're going to go Create, Box, and we're going to select this bottom work plane because we're going to build our building right there. I'm going to see, I see 5 centimeters and 5 centimeters. I'm going to go ahead and create this 5 by 10. When I click it, I get my dialog box up here, and I want to bring this up to about let's say 5. Nope, that's too much. Let's go 4 centimeters. So I got my first box. I want to turn off my origins because I don't need them anymore. And down on my timeline, I've got my first box, and I can actually open up this menu and see there's my first body. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a cylinder. So under the Create menu, click Cylinder. We're going to click on the top of our box we just made, and I'm going to click the top so we can look straight down at it. If I wanted to make this right in the middle, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeters across, but there's nothing in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and notice how the grid starts to expand. And now I can place one right in the center. You can decide how big you want this. You can go all the way to the edge, or you can choose, let's just choose 4 centimeters. And there's the dialog box. It says join. I'm going to create new bodies because it gives me more options for printing and coloring later on. We can always join them together later. I'm going to click on the home button because I like to see this top arrow right here because when I pull it, I want to see how high I'm pulling. So I use that home to kind of go to this view. I'm going to make it 3 centimeters. And now I have body 1 and body 2. And down on the timeline, I have both my creations down here as well. Next thing we're going to do is create a sphere. So we've done one of each. I'm going to click on the top. Again, I'm going to click the top view down so I can look straight down, and I'm going to click on the top. And you can see what it's doing right now in the dialog box for the sphere. It's saying, hey, you want to cut into this? As I do not want to cut into it. That can be cool, but we're going to click on New Body. And it's already made it the size of the 4 centimeters, so I'm just going to click OK. And again, we have 3 bodies. We have 3 things on our timeline, and looking good so far. So we're going to build these side structures, and they're just going to be, wait, where's my, oh, here it is. Oh, notice how it's called Untitled. Let's go ahead and take care of that right away. Click Save. And building, mine's called 4 because I've been working with this, and click OK. It's saved it as building 4, and so you will not lose your progress as you go through this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and create box, click on the side. Again, I'm going to click on the cube so I can look straight at it, and I'm going to pick this one right here, and I'm going to drag down, and then so it's snapping to this grid right here, and I'm going to click OK. Then I'm going to pull it out 5 centimeters. That looks good. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Create box. Click on that edge. Click. So you're snapping to that grid. I'm just going to type in 5. Hit enter. So now I've got my building. So see if you can get to this point. You can always back up and watch what I did again. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some modifications. We've got, oh, I just wanted to point out though, when I built these side ones, I did leave join on, and that's okay. They could be new bodies, but I want this bottom part to be the same color or something like so. I'm going to just leave those as joined. Now we're going to modify some of these bodies we have. So the first thing we're going to do is fillet or a fillet, not a fillet, and we're gonna bring up the fillet dialog box. And what we need to do is we need to click on edges we want to fillet. So if I click on this edge, I can push in, I can make it look like that. And the fillet is up here in our quick toolbar. I'm going to push this one in as well. Hit OK. And you can do that to any edge, or if you click on a plane, it'll fillet all of them. You can see this. See how it's filleting all? I don't really want that, so I'm going to cancel that. But I'm going to go ahead and do a chamfer on some of these other ones. I'm going to click on this one, this one, this one, and this back one. You can decide how much you want, and you can kind of keep doing that. Last thing we're going to do to the building is create a door on the front, and we're going to do this with the create box. We're going to create it on the front. I'm going to look right at it, and I'm going to kind of build a square like this, and then instead of pushing in, let me see if I can, I'm going to push in, and it's going to change to the cut menu, and that's how I'm cutting. I can cut all the way through if I want, so it can look like a, or you decide what you want to do to that door. Okay, so I've got it. I've got my building here. All I need to do is color it. So the next thing we're going to do is go to Modify, Appearance. And this is the Appearance dialog box. You can see you only have this one color in here. So in order to choose different colors, you need to create additional materials. So hold Control and click. Do that again. Control, hold the Control button, click. It brings up this little menu, and you just want to duplicate. So we're going to create a bunch of these. And now, if you double click on any of them, just double click on it, you can change the color. And you'll notice right now all of them are turning red. That's because the first one is actually the color of all of these. So I'm just going to double click on these. I'm going to choose some new colors. Get a nice blue in there, and then maybe how about pink, like a crazy pink. Okay, so now I got all these colors, and I can drag them to the bodies and change all the colors. This is why when you join a body and you want to change the color of the whole body, it will change the color. I can't change the color of, I only can change the color of the bodies I have. But up at the top here it says faces, so if you click on this, you actually can change the color of each face. So now if I drag it here, I can change that color to blue. I can change this one to blue. I could do the top of these a dark blue, like that. And so on. And this is how you will color your building. So hopefully when you finish your building and you've got it colored, and I can see that you've done all your creates and your modifies and your appearance, go ahead and raise your hand and show me, and you can go ahead and screenshot this and place it into your research slides in your portfolio. All right, thank you very much.